Hey everybody, Alpha Eagle here, and I just want to make a quick video on this illegal immigrants being separated from their families issue. And that is, illegal immigration is a crime, making illegal immigrants criminals. As far as separating these kids from their family, the majority of these children are unaccompanied. Their parents just sent them away. And they sent them with these child traffickers to bring them to the United States. These people who brought them aren't their parents. So Trump is not separating them from their parents. The thing is, people, they get triggered by their emotions. They see kids in cages on the news, and they think, oh, this is horrible. They hear all this hyperbolic nonsense about Trump is putting kids in literal concentration camps because he's literally Hitler. That's just not the case. So they see this, and they have a knee-jerk reaction of, oh, this is evil, this is bad, this is terrible, we must do something. And they don't take just a few seconds to think about what's happening. What would you do? I mean, what would you do if a child is brought to here from another country and they don't speak English? They're not with their parents, so we have to detain them. There's no other way about it. They're children. We can't just let them walk into a city and do whatever they want. They don't know any better. And you can't just automatically give them to the first person who claims to be their parents, because they could be anybody. They could be child molesters, they could be pedophiles, they could be selling children into slavery. Who knows? So we have to think and be careful. You know, people say, oh, this Trump is so evil. He has these kids in cages and they're sleeping on the floor and all like this. And it turns out that those pictures of children sleeping on the floor came out in 2014 when Obama was president. There comes out pictures of kids in cages, and it turns out that those pictures are also not of these detention areas, that they were of this kid protesting. And it makes me sick that people believe these things because they want to. When they see terrible pictures like these, they want to do something and hold people responsible, and they want action. They want things to be done, but they don't take the time to think. Also, the left like to claim that any perceived injustice of immigrants is automatically racist, when in fact that is a racist thing to say, because they are automatically assuming the race of these illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants is not a race. Illegal immigrants come in all races. Illegal immigrants could be Asian, black, white, Hispanic, Latino, it doesn't matter. Illegal immigrant is not a race. Another thing that always comes up during these types of conversations is the concept of anchor babies. Now, people don't like that term, but it's true. Some illegals come here and have a child just so they can stay in the United States. It's unfair to the child. It's cheating our legal system, and it's just plain wrong. Now, I don't understand why people see this in a different way. They're using children. How you don't see this, I don't see how. So they'll say, well, those children are legal citizens, which is true. They are legal citizens if they are born in the United States. However, their parents came over illegally. They are illegal immigrants. They need to be deported. Now, what do you do with that child? The left would say, that child is a legal citizen, it gets to stay in the United States. Well, okay, who is the child going to stay with? Are you going to take care of them? And then people will say, well, you know, their relatives will take care of them. These are the same people that says this child should be with its parents. I totally agree. They should be with the parents, not some aunt or uncle or grandma or grandpa. No, they should be with their parents. But see, isn't that funny? These same people who are complaining about separating children from their parents are the ones who want to do that. They want to separate the children from their parents. They don't want them to be deported to Mexico. They want them to be with their relatives, aunts and uncles, or whoever in America. Now, isn't that ironic? That you don't want their kids to be separated from their parents, but when someone like me says, well, you know, well, then, okay, don't. Send them back with their parents. Outrage, outrage, outrage. Why? That's exactly what you wanted. You want them to be with their parents. Their parents are illegal, therefore they need to go back to the country they came from. You want the kids in the United States? Do it legally. They'll say, well, they are legal. Yes, but they should be with their parents. If they are underage, they can't be out on their own if they're underage. So if they're under 21, they need to be sent back with their parents to their country of origin. If they're 21, then sure, they can stay. But don't be a hypocrite and say that, oh, you don't want children to be separated from their parents when that's exactly what you want them to do if it's an anchor baby. So it's a complete double standard. At the end of the day, people are angry. They want action. They want consequences for people. They want someone to blame. They want to say who is at fault. So who really is at fault here? These children would not be here and would not be separated from their parents or whoever brought them if they didn't come here illegally. So some people aren't going to like to hear this, but the only people at fault are the parents of these children and the people who brought them here illegally. I know it's hard for some people to hear that, but it's the truth. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. This was Alpha Eagle, and I gotta fly. So subscribe, share, like, comment, and God bless America.